To other news now, the initial reactions came from his aides and political associates, but the president yesterday formally responded to the 18-page letter written to him by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, saying it was a threat to national security. In the letter titled "Before It's Too Late," President Jonathan said the former president did him grave injustice with the open letter in which he was accused of deceit, dishonesty, incompetence, clannish, divisive tendencies, as well as insincerity, amongst other ills.
11 days after former President Olusegun Obasanjo's famous letter to Dr. Goodluck Jonathan came to public attention, the president has finally broken his silence and replied. For President Goodluck Jonathan, his initial reluctance to reply was based on his belief that he considered Chief Obasanjo's letter as containing advice from a former president to a serving president. However, the reasons he has given for replying indicate that the handshake has gone beyond the elbow. Among other things, the president pointed out that Chief Obasanjo's letter posed a threat to national security and that the concerns expressed by Nigerians about the issues raised therein were legitimate. He also cites the timing of Chief Obasanjo's letter as coinciding with other releases, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the CBN governor's allegations that the president was condoning corruption. President Jonathan went ahead to address the thorny points raised in Chief Obasanjo's letter. On the issue of insecurity, he said his administration was dealing with the seeds of national security challenges sown by previous administrations. He also pointed out that contrary to Chief Obasanjo's claims, his administration had remained open to dialogue with insurgents and their supporters, which is in keeping with the carrot and stick option recommended. The president further reminded Chief Obasanjo of his failure to use that approach in the destruction of Odi community in the Niger Delta, which in turn helped in escalating the militancy problem. Dr. Jonathan's pain is evident in his reaction, where he says, "Perhaps the most invidious accusation in your letter is the allegation that I've placed over 1,000 Nigerians on a political watch list and that I'm training snipers and other militia to assassinate people." He describes that allegation as grave injustice to his person, insisting that he has never been associated with political violence and the cases of political assassinations rampant under Obasanjo have never occurred under his watch. On the former president's accusation of encouraging corruption, President Jonathan insisted that the scourge has always been a national problem predating his administration, and while he has tried to deal with that problem, he adds that, quote, "I will not shield any government official or private individual involved in corruption, but I must follow due process in all that I do." The president further disagrees with Chief Obasanjo's insinuation that he was causing disaffection within the PDP in his dealings with opposition party governors, insisting that it was part of his responsibility to relate with every state governor. He also defends the proposed national conference, saying it's aimed at promoting national unity. The president's reply becomes yet another in a series of private letters that have somehow found their way into the public domain. Is this the new trend in the country's politics? Where and from whom the next one will come, we can only wait and see.